Hey everybody, welcome to another Con support video. This one is on cube roots. Let's go. So a cube root has a little 3 above the root sign. So this is the root symbol. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see better. So there's the root symbol, right? And then the little 3 above means it's the cube root. So if it has nothing there, it's a square root. If it has a 3 there, it's a cube root. So this is the cube root of 64. Basically, you're asking yourself, what number times itself 3 times is going to equal 64? So 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 times 2 is going to be what? 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So 2 to the third power would be 8. 3 times 3 times 3 would be 3 times 3, which is 9. And then 9 times 3 is 27. So 3 to the third power is going to be 27. And then this one, 64, is 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16, and then 16 times 4 is 64. So the cube root of 64 is the value of 4. Okay? Now, with the square root, you could say positive or negative. With the cube root, you can't say that, because if it's the cube root of a positive value, it has to be a positive value, because the only thing that would work to generate a positive when you times itself 3 times in a row, right? 3 times this positive value would equal a positive value. If you had 3 negatives times each other, they'd equal a negative value, right? So with a cube root, it's only a positive value or a negative value. If it's the cube root of a positive number, it's a positive answer. If it's the cube root of a negative number, it will be a negative answer. So in this case, since cube root of positive, it's just positive 4. Well, the cube root of 125 is what number times itself equals 3 times equals 125. You can tell by the 5 at the end of it, it's probably going to be 5. 5 times 5 is 25, and then times that by 5, you get 125. So it's going to be 5. All right. The cube root of 1,000, what number times itself 3 times equals 10,000, or equals 1,000? That would be 10 times 10 times 10. So 10 times 10 is 100, and then 100 times 10 is 1,000. So that would be 10. 216. Now that's a little trickier, right? So what would that be? Well, 4 times 4 times 4 was 64. And this one is a little trickier. Maybe you could try 8. 8 times 8 is 64. And 64 times 8, well, 60 times 8 would be 480. So that's going to be too big. So it's not going to be 8. What about, like, let's say 6? Would 6 work? 6 times 6 times 6. 6 times 6 is 36. And then 36 times 6 would be 30 times 6, which is 180. And 6 times 6, which is 36. And 180 plus 36 is 216. So yeah, this would be 6. 343, it's bigger than 6, obviously, because we saw 6 was lower than that. It's not as big as 8, because we said 8 was the 400 range. So this is probably 7. Let's try 7. 7 times 7 is going to be 14, and 7 times 7 would be 49, and 49 times 7 would be basically this, right? 343, because 7 times 50 would be 350, and then take away 1 7, and you get 343. So this is going to be 7 times 7 times 7. So the cube root of 343 is 7. 1728, that's a tricky one, all right? So that's bigger than we're used to, right? So that's why you might want to get a calculator out, and you just try it out. I'm going to say, what's 9 times 9 times 9? Right, that would be the cube, 9 cubed, 729. Okay, let's try 12. 12 times 12 times 12. That's going to be, oh, there you go. So you just got to play with it a little bit. If that was too big, I would have gone 11, and so on and so forth. If you haven't memorized it, that's how you'd figure it out. So this is 12. Now this one is 1331. It looks like it's a little bigger than 12. My guess is this is going to be probably what? I think it's a little bigger than 12, right? 12 times 12 times 12. What was that again? Let's just look at it. That was 1728. It's a little less, so it's probably 11. 11 times 11 times 11. So yeah, that's right, 11. So this would be 11 cubed. That's it. So you just play with it. A cube root just means what number times itself 3 times equals this value.